Thank you very much, Ruth. You have made my job easier because the challenges in low and middle income countries are almost similar. So I'm representing millers from Pakistan because they couldn't make it. I work with Nutrition International, and we directly work with all edible oil millers to fortify their products with vitamins A and D. And having worked with them for over 6 years, we are fully familiar with the challenges they are facing. So to begin with, the first and foremost challenge that Ruth also touched upon briefly is that the environment, the regulatory environment is complex. I mean, if you just see, there are multiple standards. There are national standards for fortification, provincial standards for fortification, national regulatory bodies and provincial regulatory bodies, and there is a lack of clarity. The product enrollment or registration would lie with with federal level. The standards would be made by federal level regulatory bodies. The enforcement would be at provincial levels. So this clarity actually creates problems for millers. And then, for example, two different provinces are having two different standards, and these products like cooking oil or wheat flour, they are like traded between provinces. So if, for example, one province has slightly higher fortification level than other, these type of challenges certainly result into difficulties in complying with the standards. And that's something the organizations like us should be working to address those challenges. Secondly, for most millers, those who are the big ones, those represent the formal sector, they are always an easy target for the regulatory bodies. But the millers which are situated, which are very small and informal, and they are situated in peri-urban areas or local population where regulatory bodies have not gone to those areas, they actually pose an unfair advantage to the millers which are actually trying to comply or complying. And those are the millers whose products are always caught and tested. And this actually results into an unfair advantage over the products which are cheaper, not fortified. So this also actually results into reaching to the bottom of the pyramid, because most consumers would tend to go for those, as Ruth mentioned, the price sensitive purchasing. So this is an important issue that we have to look. Secondly, ever increasing prices of premixes and the dependence on imported premixes. The low and middle income countries do not actually sadly produce premixes, and they are always facing issues of importing premixes, and then not only importing with their own ever devaluating local currencies, resulting into more costs of fortification. So that's an issue which is now becoming an increasing concern for the millers to fortify. And one other important aspect I want to highlight is for the policymakers like you, that there is at times an unnecessary penalization of industry as well. For example, if a miller wants to fortify and due to any mistake they did an under fortification or over fortification, it was not just a deliberate one. The regulators would always tend to come and penalize that, and they would never understand the problems of millers and neither their intentions. So that is something we all have to work to improve the environment that should be supportive and encouraging for industries to fortify. The last point is that in most of the countries where prices of food commodities are increasing day by day, though the regulatory bodies or the price setting organizations in the country, they are always coming for price capping, which is fair to keep the prices affordable for millers. But if they cap the price, of course, the private sector would be in a real challenge, and they will not be able to. And if this happens, so the value addition like fortification is the first thing to go. So this is something that should also be kept in mind. With that, I thank you very much.
Thank you. I just want to mention, if there's an empty seat and you're up the back and you want to